and good morning. It is Saturday and you are in my core and stretch class. First 10 minutes, we're going to dedicate to core. And my name is Narmina, very welcome. I hope you guys have had the opportunity to do a little tiny bit of warm up on your own. Always good because you really don't want to start stretching very cold muscles. But if you have not, start a little bit lighter, don't go too deep right away. But nevertheless, first 10 minutes are going to be core. A couple of things, form matters a lot. If there's something that I do too complex, too hard, go into the simpler version. Drop onto your knees, don't go all the way up. Make sure that you respect your body. Really important that you're not jerking it. It's all nice and smooth, growing stronger. All right, good. Take a nice deep inhale, and with an exhale, lay your spine one vertebra at a time on the floor. Be very particular about that. Stay where you are, still having your shoulder blades off the floor. And go ahead and bring your hands behind your head and place them behind your head. Good. Lift your left leg up and down. Nice and slow. Up and down. Start noticing to what is happening to your shoulders. If they start to cringe in, if you're starting to bring them toward your ears, press them back. It's all about warming up your core muscles. This is where you should be feeling it. Last 3. Last 2, last 1, switching, the right leg goes up. We're only going to about 45 degrees, maybe even lower. Tap your feet back on to the floor, onto the mat. Hang on, I know you're getting tired. I realize that this is burning. I know you want to drop your shoulder blades. Please don't. Stick with me, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, very nice. All right, reach your arm above your head. Stretch your abs. Now that we're nice and warm, we're gonna swing our arms to sides, lift, and bring your arms above your head and back out. And again, now you're engaging also your back muscles. 3, 4, start paying attention to your neck here. Try not to tuck your chin. 6, your arms are helping you here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Stay here. Lean gently back. Clasp your hands just like so. Elbows are going to be really out. You're going to rotate and place that elbow, or rather tap that elbow on the floor, and then switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're a golfer, this is a great exercise for you. 8, 9, 10. Continue doing that. Right leg off the floor. 2, 3, tap, tap. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. Continue. 10, 9. Breathe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you know what's coming. 2, 1, both feet off the floor. Last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Hug your knees. Relax, round your back for just a minute. Give your abs a little break. Well deserved. Nice. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down again. Settle here into your balance. Release your feet off the floor. If you absolutely have to, place your hands on the floor here. If you are with me, go ahead and keep your arms in front of you. You could also potentially just place your hands right under your knees. Ready? Straighten. 2, 3. Note that my upper body is not moving. We're trying to achieve here. 5. If you have a mirror to look into, that's great. 7, 8, 9. Stay up. Crisscross. 2, 3, 4. Watch your lower back. 5. It's neutral. 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug your knees. There's a nice little chance that you feel that in your hip flexors and in your hips. If you do, go for an extra stretch. Otherwise, straighten your legs, drop your right leg, and tap. Tap. 3, 4, 5. Once again, if you have to place your hands on the floor, please do. 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, so now legs are warm, core is warm. Let's warm our shoulders. And we're gonna go on our elbows. Coming into the elbow plank position. If it's too hard to stay on your is that your elbow now is right under your shoulders. Ready? You're going to rotate onto the left side of your body, lift up, come through the center, rotate to the right. And again, 2, 2. Pivot your feet to help you here. 3, 3, 4. This is your exhale. Halfway. Plus 5, 4, 3. Be precise here, please. Last 2. Last 1. Come back here. Reach your right arm out. And you're going to bring your right knee towards your chest and kick it out. 2. Note that my left hand is pointing in the same direction as the rest of my body. If it's too hard, bring that hand pointing across the mat. 6, 7. That's the reason I'm moving a little bit slower. 9, and 10. Try not to collapse your ankle if you're on your feet. Good. Rotate onto the right side. Ready? In, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming back forward, press into your toes, move your chest forward towards your hands, and press back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your feet slightly farther back. So now my elbows are under my chin, not under my chest. And again, forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Drop. Yay. 10 minutes. We're ready to stretch. Hopefully you have actually gotten your body warmed up and your blood is flowing through the body. So drop your hips now that our core is really tired and tight. We're going to go ahead and stretch it. Just drop your hips down, pull your shoulders back, chest is open, breathe. I'm going to switch music here. You, in the meantime, are going to take nice, long 5 breaths. I assume you cannot hear the music. This is just for me. I don't want it to interrupt. There you go. Nice. And from here, you're going to lift your hips up, arch your back just gently, and press your hips back. Keep your arms exactly where they are, and try and drop your chest as low as you can. Now, this is actually a nice stretch for your shoulders here, and hopefully you don't have any issues with your shoulders. If you do, just go straight into your child's pose, which is with your hips all the way on your heels. Very nice. So this is what we're going to do today. Come and sit nice and comfortable. You're very welcome to do this one sitting up in the chair. Otherwise, straighten your right leg out. Place your left heel, or rather left ankle, right somewhere on the right, on your right knee or thigh. We're going to stretch our calf. And what I want you to concentrate on is the position of your left hand. You're going to place it right there on the bottom of your left foot, and press your toes, especially your big toe, in. And in the meantime, go ahead and press into your right heel with your right hand. Where I'm really hoping you're feeling the stretch is all the way through your calf and on the very bottom of your foot. I know you're walking more. Press into that heel, press it opening up as much on the very bottom part of your calf as you can. This should feel good. And the reason why I'm mentioning that we're walking so much more than we normally do, because a few of my patients, clients, have been complaining about developing plantar. And that makes sense. We have definitely changed our routines. Good, let's try that on the other side. So once again, you're bending your right knee, place it somewhere comfortably. You're gonna place your right hand over your toes, pulling them in, and you're gonna start pressing your left hand into your right heel, like this, the inner side of your heel. It will open up, I promise. You're gonna start feeling it quite soon. I'm going to start with our calves because this is the first muscle, other than our feet, of course, that responds to us walking that much more. So we're going to go ahead and find a wall. And we're going to start against the wall. A couple more breaths. You should feel good. You're almost massaging your Achilles. Very nice. Place your feet on the floor. Come into a crouching position. And just imagine that you're pressing your heels into the floor. Very nice. And from here, come into a forward fold. Drop your head gently. Shift your hips side to side. And from here, lift all the way up and find your wall. And hopefully you can hear and see me well enough. So the first one is going to be very basic. You have done this a million times before. Your left foot is going to be closer to the wall. Your right foot is going to be on the floor. You're going to press your heel into the mat, soften your left leg. It's almost like you're you're supporting the wall from falling on you. How about that? All right. And then where I'm hoping you're feeling it mostly in the top part of your right calf. And once again, this should feel good. Maybe gently shift your hips side to side. Get a feel for where you feel it the most and stay there and press into it. Relax through your shoulders. A little more. Nice. Straighten your left leg and come on your right tippy toes. Press into your toes one more time. Feeling a nice stretch in the bottom of your foot. Very good. Let's switch. So right one comes forward, left one, and you're pressing the heel, the left heel into the mat and into the floor, and you're pressing your entire body forward. Big, long line. Please make a note of which side is tighter so that you can take that into account and maybe hold the stretches for the tighter side a little longer. And perhaps it's not within this class, but somewhere there on your own, you're going to try and do that. Once again, gently shift your hips side to side, but your shoulders are happy and relaxed. Just a tiny bit more. Good, and from here, soften your right knee and go lift your heel, left heel, press into those toes. Good, we're activating it. Wonderful. Your next stretch for your calves is going to be either against the wall or if you have a step, which I'm going to pretend that this is my step. You're going to stand on the step and you're going to drop the heel down. And if you're doing it against the wall, you're pressing your left foot into the wall and you're standing nice and straight. This one you should feel much more in your Achilles. Staying here, whichever one you can, go for it. Good, and let's gently switch. You're pressing your toes into the wall and you're pressing your body forward. Nice and flexible and happy soles and very happy calves. Very nice. While we're at the wall, we're going to go ahead and stand back with our back to the wall. We did this last week, and I asked you to go ahead and try and do that on your own at least once a day, hopefully several times a day. So your knees are soft. Place your lower back into the wall. Reach your arms to your sides, palms are facing forward. And challenge number one, try and actually touch the entire forearm from your elbow to the top of your hand to the wall. And then from here, start to lift them. Shoulder high, success, wonderful. Come all the way up with an inhale and down. Your back is most likely going to arch, that's okay. As long as you have that wonderful line between the two elbows and the back of your head and your tailbone into the wall. Keep going. One more time. All the way down now towards your waist. And come to your shoulder height. And again, towards your waist. You should feel that in your shoulder blades. And up. One last time. And go ahead and release that. Very nice. Okay. So we're going to come and sit nice and comfortable here. Continue going with our shoulders and our neck and then we're going to switch back to our legs. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Reach your arms all the way up. Bring your right hand in front of your left hand. Press it into your left hand and straighten your arms. Release. Inhale, and again, press and release. I'm going to turn so that you can see what I'm looking for as far as your back is concerned. And again, press, press, press. You're pressing your left arm behind the line of your ear. Please do not drop your chin down. Nice. Go ahead, release that. Really engaging all of these muscles. Bring your arms up again. Left hand is now in front of your right. And as you straighten your arms, you're pressing your left hand into your right one. Don't drop your chin. And again, inhale and exhale as you're going into this really, really, really deep stretch and activation of all these muscles. One last time. And go ahead and release that. Hands are going to come on your knees, and you're going to roll around your back, drop your chin, relax through your entire spine, lengthen the distance between your vertebrae. Give yourself a nice big break. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Reach your arms up again, and lean to the right. Come back through the center. You should feel that in your obliques and the sides of your body. And come again, nice and slow, nice and slow. Once again, moving before we start to stretch. And again. On this next one, your right hand is going to stay on the floor. Your left one is going to come all the way up. You're going to open up. So drop your left arm behind you. Try not to sink into that right shoulder. Just open things up, and with an exhale, round your spine, bringing your left hand kind of smooth under your right. Nice and long spine with a beautiful, beautiful curvature to it. And inhaling again, you're just waking up. And now you are, I personally imagine hugging a big beach ball and not letting anybody take it from me. And opening up again. And with an exhale, there's my beach ball. Not giving it to anybody. Wonderful. Coming back through the center. Reach, open up. We're engaging not just the shoulders, but also our spine. Reach your right arm. See if you can actually bring it behind you. Open that chest. Open your right chest. And then come in all the way in. Large, long distance between your shoulder blades. You should also feel that in the entire right side of your spine when you're coming to hug that beach ball. One last time. Good. Coming back to the center, place your hands above your head and clasp them. Rotate so that your palms are facing up, out. And once again, bring your arms in front of you around your back. So this time, I'm much more interested in the top of your spine, not so much in the bottom. So this is your bottom, the entire thing. Now, go ahead and shift so that the bottom part of your spine is neutral. And it's just the distance between your shoulder blades that is growing. Tuck your chin and lift up again. Place your hands now on the back of your head, drop your shoulders. Gently press your hands into the back of your head, drop your chin down. And now from here, press the back of your head into your palms, lifting. We did this thing last week and people really liked it. So I'm repeating that if you don't mind. Once again, gently press. Remember, we're activating the muscles before we start to actually getting them long, warming them up. Once again, one last time, press your hands in and press your head up. Now we're gonna go for a nice gentle stretch. So you press your hands and just keep them there and drop your elbows. Remember not to round your back. That part is super, super important. If it is hard for you to keep your back straight in this position, go into kneeling position or sit up in the chair. Three more breaths. If it becomes a little too intense, all you need to do is lift your elbows. One more. Good. Now go ahead and lift those elbows. You feel like the weight has lifted. And go ahead and release that. Reach your arms behind you. Clasp your hands. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift your chin. Just give your throat a little break here. Good. Wonderful. Still seating, very comfortable. I want you to lean back and switch your legs. Very nice. Awesome. All right. Roll your shoulders once again. Up, back, and down. Reach in, lean to the right. One last thing we're going to do here on our neck. Go ahead and drop your head. Relax it. Let gravity take care of it. And you're going to rotate your palm away from you. Left arm is going to start reaching as far as you need to start to feel a nice stretch in the left side of your neck. Relax your right shoulder. Allow your head to drop as far as it would go. Breathe. Your left arm is probably about a foot above the floor. That's where you normally would be feeling the stretch. The left side of your body now is a little bit longer than your right. Well, actually quite a bit longer. If this is as far as you want to go, that's perfectly great. If you think you want to, you can also rotate now your chin down. You should feel the difference in the way the stretch feels. Once again, please rely on the gravity to take care of this. Your right arm is relaxed. Breathe. Gently lift your chin, press into that right hand. And this should have felt yummy. Good. Reset, readjust, lift once again. Inhale. And we're coming to the left side of your body. Coming in, opening things up, and dropping our left ear as far down as we can. Rotate your right hand away from you and slowly start to bring that right arm both to the right and maybe slightly to the back. Good. Come to the point where you start feeling the stretch and start relaxing. Everything is round, everything is heavy. Breathe. And again, continue staying here. If this is where you want to go, pay attention to that left shoulder. Don't bring it up. Let it go. If you want to stay here, that's perfectly great. If you want to go a little bit deeper into this, gently, gently, gently rotate your chin down. And again, experiment with your own body. I don't know how you feel. I'm not sure how well you slept, what kind of exercises you were doing this past week. So work with your body. Two more breaths. Nice. Gently press into that left hand. Slowly lifting. Good. Come into that center position. Look over your right shoulder. Left. Good. Bring blood back there. Oh, yes. This feels really, really, really good. We're gonna go back into our legs. Spend a little extra time here. So find your way into this tabletop position. And bring it a little round. Let's start with the right one. Right foot forward. Good. Press into your right knee. And first, we're gonna start with our right shin perpendicular to the floor, okay? If you need to use something to help you here, you know, some kind of maybe books or blocks if you have them, then please do. I want you to start feeling a good stretch in your left hip flexor. Gently move side to side. Good. And now I want you to draw with your hips little circles. Good. 3 times. And 3 times in the opposite direction. Once again, a little bit of movement before we actually stay isometric. Wonderful. Good. Now, really, you should feel like, okay, it's a little bit easier for me to press my hips forward. Chest is open. Your back is happy. And hopefully so is your neck. Good. Now, go ahead and press your hips back until your right leg straightens. Point your toes. Don't allow them to come all the way up. Now we're stretching our shin. If you can, press into your toes. So you're pressing them into the mat. If you cannot quite reach there, don't worry about it. Let's just really activate our ankle, press our toes down, inhale, and with an exhale, drop your chest as low toward your right knee as possible. Once again, it is about you, your legs. No one else matters. No one can see what is happening there. Discover your body. Gently shift your right hip back, left one forward. I'm talking about like 1/2 inch. And see if it feels okay. And now start shifting your hips side to side. Try not to drop your neck too much, but keep your shoulders really, really relaxed. Good. Now we're going forward again, and we're going to go a little bit deeper here. Yes. We're going to go ahead and place both of our forearms onto our right knee. You should be ready for it, but if you think that this is a little too much, press your hips back. You don't have to do that. And then find your way back in. Do that a few times. So this is how generally we're training our body to get into anything that we do, whatever exercise there may be. Good, wonderful. And hands are back on the floor or on your props. And we're coming in. Right knee is very, very straight. Your hips are up. This time, you're going to lift your toes and we're going to draw big, big, beautiful circles with our toes. 3 times, you're going to go clockwise. And then 3 times counterclockwise. Go with your breath. So this is what I want you to pay attention to. Every time you're moving your toes, you feel a stretch somewhere in your hamstrings and in your calves, very differently from another position. Please listen to your body and find that position. Where is it that you feel like, oh my God, this is exactly where I want it? Now that you know where it is, find it. For the next 30 seconds, you are in that position. It could be with your toes up, toes in, toes out. Wherever it is, find it. Your 30 seconds. If you want to continue drawing circles, that's perfectly fine as well. Still relaxing through our shoulders, going just a tiny bit deeper into it. You should also feel a nice stretch in your lower back. One more breath, please. Nice. Lift gently up. Place your right foot back on the floor. And we're going to do one last thing here with our left hip flexor and with our left quad. Once again, you're going to lift up. If it was hard to do that the first time around, this is the time to just concentrate and do it here. If you were perfectly comfortable doing it the first time around, we're going to add a twist to it. Don't worry, we will do plenty of twists before we leave here today. So you're going to keep your left hand on your right knee. You're going to rotate and you're going to reach your right hand somewhere where you can grab. I recommend doing it with our left thigh, but you can also go a little bit higher up. Very gently come out of this one. Nice. Perfect. And we're going to switch. Right leg goes back, left foot comes forward. And all we're going to do is gently shift side to side. Hands are helping us. Make sure that you have plenty of padding for that right knee. Don't let that left knee go over your toes. This is going to be our next one, but not quite right now. Good. So now we're going to start drawing those circles with our hips. Remember, just a movement. Whatever that circle may mean for you. Go for 3 times in one direction, 3 times in the other direction. And as you do that, continue opening your chest. You're really training your spine not to round as much as possible. Shoulders are back. Throat is really happy and long. Very nice. Good. And now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So shifting your hips out until your left leg is very straight. You not need to reposition your hands. Please do. Work with your body, not against it. And again, shift your hips gently side to side. And this time, press your left toes into the mat. Shift them side to side. If you can reach, you can always press your left hand into your toes and continue opening up the hamstrings and the shins. So this is where I want you to start feeling that stretch. If you cannot reach and press, just use the strength of your ankle to do that. Either one is just fine. Is there a difference between your left and your right side? Good, and from here, shift your left hip slightly back and right one slightly forward. Once again, we're talking about 1 millimeter. Chest is open. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Wonderful. Lift. Press into your hands to do that. Do not use your leg muscles here. Shift your body forward again. We're going to go deeper into our right hamstrings. Right hip flexors. So both of our forearms are going to go onto our left thigh. If you're having any balancing issues, just keep your right hand back on. It's no big deal. If this is too much, start to train. Lift your hips and then press them forward. And do that until your right hip flexor says, oh, okay, I can do this. And as you do that, once again, open up your chest, relax through your shoulders, and maybe smile. Breathe. Wonderful. Place your hands back on the floor and we're shifting our hips back. Good. We're going to start drawing nice circles to the left and to the right with our left leg. Okay. 3 times in each direction. And just like on the other side, listen to your body. Where does it feel like it requires that extra stretching? Is it when your toes are pointed, or when they're tucked in, or when they're rotated to the right or to the left? When you're done with 3 in one direction, go with 3 in the other direction. Anything happen in the meantime with your shoulders? If it did, please relax them. Good. From here, find that position where you felt like there it was. This is exactly what I needed. Mine has a very funky position. I'm right now at 45 degrees to the left. But this is where I feel a really, really good stretch, both on the side of my calf, behind my knee, and all the way into my glute on the left side. So I'm going to hang out here for another 20 seconds. Yours may be different. One more breath. And release. Very wonderful. All right. Drag that left hip back. And you're going to go ahead and come into your child's pose one more time. Shift your hips gently side to side. Inhale. Where we have started, so laying your tummy on the floor, bend your arms, open up your shoulders. Once again, we're stretching our ab muscles here. And I'm curious to know if it is feeling much better than before, pretty much the same, or feel that you have actually opened up. Good. From here, go ahead and lie down. Prop your chin with your right hand, bend your left knee, reach back and grab your left foot. If you have enough flexibility, see if you can place your hand on top of your left foot as opposed to on the side, because that also will engage both the ankle and the shins. But don't worry if it's not working out. And on top of that, if this is too much, you can always use a belt or your towel to help you. 5 more breaths. When you're done with your 5th breath, go ahead and release that, and let's switch. Relax through your upper body, reach back, bend your right knee, and grab and pull, and actually enjoy. I personally find that if I engage the muscles that I'm stretching, I actually manage to stretch them in certain positions better than if they're completely relaxed. And by that, I mean, if I were to try and lift my right knee up just a little bit, I feel that there's that much more engagement in the muscles, and I actually can stretch them a little bit more. Again, just another experiment, something to think about. 3 more breaths. Good. Release that. Once again, coming into Cobra. So place your hands on the floor by your chest. And this time we're going to go a little bit deeper into that beautifully arched back. If your lower back is not happy about it, please don't do it. Avoid. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Nice. Go ahead and release that and come and sit down. We have a few more minutes, and I want you to sit nice and comfortable one more time. Roll your shoulders. Good. Bring your arms overhead again. Right hand in front of your left hand, just like so. Remember how we started this? Take an inhale and lift and press. Your chin is forward, you're not tucking it. Are you bringing your arms just a tiny bit farther behind your ears? Good. Hope the answer was yes. Lean a little bit to the right. Keep pressing that right hand into your left. Should feel a big stretch in the left underarm. One more breath. Come all the way to the center. Drop. A little bit of an effort on the part of your arms, but it's good for us. Reach left hand in front of your right hand. So left hand is going to press into your right. Inhale and let's go. Don't tuck your chin, don't touch your chin. Lifting, lifting, and now reach and bring your body slightly to the left. 2 more breaths. One more. And release. Good. Let's go for a little bit of rotation here. Our spine is warm, our shoulders are ready, our necks are ready for sure, for sure. So you got 2 options. You can stay like so. If your knees are not very comfortable like that, feel free to bring your legs in front of you and gently bring your right knee over, and we're going to rotate to the right side. Or if you want to add hips to this, you're going to tuck your left leg under, right one over, find your hip stretch. So this is just an added benefit, and we're going to take a nice deep inhale, roll our shoulders back, and start to rotate to the right, 1 inch at a time. We're staying here for a while. So I want a little bit of movement. I want you to try and breathe in, open up your chest, and then use both of your hands to help you with this rotation. I'm going to turn around so you can see what it is that I'm looking for. Remember, several variations for rotate. And again, release just a tiny bit. Inhale, open up, rotate again. This time, look over your right shoulder. Your neck is ready for it. We've done a lot for the neck today. With your next inhale, release just a tiny bit. Open up your chest again and press and open up. So, if you are like me and you like the movement, continue just going through these waves. In and out, in and out, in and out. If you do like isometric positions, just stay here and breathe, whatever works. And your movement could be just minuscule. And again, discover what works and what doesn't work. What happens if you lean just a little bit more forward or a little bit more back? If your neck suddenly becomes a little too tired, you don't have to look over your right shoulder. 2 more breaths. First one to achieve 360 degrees gets to teach this class next time. Good, wonderful. And come all the way forward. So, whether you are like so, or like so, I want you to lean forward. I want you to give your lower back a nice happy break. Two more breaths. One more breath. and gently release. All right, we're gonna go to the other side. So if you're watching your knees, your legs are going to be forward. It's the left one that is coming over, and we're gonna rotate to the left. If you were sitting nice and comfortable like so, you're gonna lean back and switch your legs. And once again, we're turning to the left. And finally, if you were adding the hip stretch, then your right leg is going to be under and your left one over. Agreed? Roll your shoulders back, inhale, and start that rotation. Easy. Easy. Note the difference between the two sides. Once again, you're inhaling, opening up through your chest, and you're exhaling and moving a little bit deeper into it. Maybe you're cracking. Maybe I'm a secret chiropractor. All right, let's try that, try that, try that. So I'm rotating so that you can see what I'm looking for. Open chest, inhale, rotate, exhale. Good. And then from here, once again, look over your left shoulder. And if you want to add that movement, whether it is in your lower back or you're moving side to side, please do. If you don't, for the isometric stretch, just enjoy. Wherever you are, they should feel good. Keep repositioning your hands as your body continues to open up. 2 more breaths, please. 1 more. Good. Gently start to come out of this one. Start with your neck. Then release the tension in your arms. And then wherever you are, we're leaning forward to relax the lower back. One more breath. Good. Help yourselves into a nice, comfortable seated position. We're almost done. We're going to just check in on a couple of things. Place your hands. I'm going to turn with these thumbs right into the base of your skull. And give yourselves nice, round, tiny, small, circular movements, not round, circular, all the way from behind your ear towards your neck. Again, pay attention to where there may be a soreness. Come back to it a little bit later. Hopefully there is no soreness. Hopefully that you're really, really open through your neck. Good. Release that. Bring your arms behind you again. Clasp and open up. Reach in front and round your back. Coming all the way up with your arms. Yes. And yes, we are done. I hope that your spine is happy and your neck is happy and your hips are happy and in general you're very, very happy.